I confess, I messed up. Dropping I'm sorry like you're still around. And I know you dressed up. Hey kid, you'll never live this down. Cause you're just a girl all the boys wanna dance with. And I'm just a boy who's had too many chances. Sleeping on your folks before you get dreaming. She said, why don't you just drop it? I don't blame you for being you, but you can't blame me for every name. So say, are you waiting for? Kiss her, kiss her. I set my clocks early cause I know I'm always late. Darling, darling, what did you expect? I just off Alaska's just shot and didn't take this bet. You can make rules and name all the spotlights, get all the signs, but the moment's just right. Sleeping on your folks before you get dreaming. She said, why don't you just drop that? I blame you for blaming you, but you can't blame me for anything. What are you waiting for? Kiss her, kiss her. I set my class early cause I know I'm always home. You said you'd keep me honest, always home. But I won't call you honey, always home. Blame you or blaming you, but you can't blame me for any name. You say, are you waiting? Kiss her, kiss her. I set my clocks early cause I know I'm always late. I set my clocks early cause I know I'm always late. Yes, sir, just like today. I dropped my pick nonetheless. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. It is a... Oh, I'm over here. It's a beautiful Sunday today. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes I just wake up at 7 and I go like, I got an hour. And then I wake up at 10 and I'm like, oh, fuck. And it's all hectic. But no, we're here. We're live. I was trying to mess with the guitar settings to kind of get that. Yeah, I was supposed to get the freaking volume up. I do apologize. And then, really quickly, just on that chorus, where it's like, I don't blame you for being you, but you can't blame me, but you can't blame me for any name. But you can't blame me for any name. Said, what are you waiting for? Said, what are you waiting for? Kiss her. Yeah, pretty much. Said, what are you waiting for? Said, what are you waiting for? Kiss her, kiss her. Yeah, that little power chord shifting between that and trying to sing that, no. So just keep the volume up for that next time around. Awesome. But enough of that for right now, because right now, ladies and gentlemen, put the volume down. Get guitar. You're cool. And yeah, we're gonna say awesome for a Sunday, a bright, sunny morning. The weather was actually not that terrible in terms of like the super heat. It's been super hot throughout the week, but the weekend was pretty all right. And onion blooms, pretty all right, even if they are raw on the inside. But hey, enough about that. Let's hang out with this week's Okami's news of the week. Otaku. Wow. And I just put the BGM in the background. Hopefully that causes some kind of awesomeness. Woo. All right. Number one, hanging out with Anime News Network. the internet's most trusted anime news source. Ayo. This is by Adriana Hazra, our homies over there. Awesome. Warner Bros. Has reportedly slated an untitled MonsterVerse film for March 26, 2027. Good lord, that's 3 years from now. Variety reported on Friday that Warner Bros. Has slated an untitled MonsterVerse film on March 29th, 2027. The Hollywood Reporter had reported on June 6th that the giant Sprute, I am mother, Grant Sprute, sorry, I can't read, will direct the new entry in Warner Bros., the Legendary Entertainment's MonsterVerse franchise. The website had stated that the new film is described as a continuation of the franchise centering Godzilla, King Kong, and an assortment of other titans. The Hollywood Reporter had reported in May that the screenwriter David Callahan, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse films, will write a script for what is called in the next installment of the Godzilla/Kong monster movie series. Callahan received a story credit on the Hollywood live-action Godzilla film in 2014. Hollywood reported then slated a week later that director Adam Wingard will not return for the next film in the series due to timing issues. Wingard is reportedly planning to direct an original movie titled Onslaught this fall before taking on any other projects. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, the latest film in the Warner Bros. And Legendary Entertainment MonsterVerse series, opened in the United States on March 29th. The film earned US $80 million on its opening weekend in the US, topping the box office for the weekend. The film has earned a total of US $567,621,868 nice worldwide. The MonsterVerse Hollywood franchise currently includes 2014 Godzilla film, 2017 Kong Skull Island film, 2019's Godzilla King of Monsters film, 2011's Godzilla vs. Kong film, and Godzilla X Kong. The new, God damn, that's a lot of them. Whoa, the New Empire. There's actually are doing them. Hey yo, okay. The New Empire. The franchise also includes blah blah blah. The Entertainment series, Legendaries Entertainment series featuring Godzilla and the Titans. The series debuted worldwide on Apple TV on November 17th. We'll have the second season. Wow. This is interesting. Coming from someone who's like, yo, did you see Godzilla? And they're like, oh, you want to meet Godzilla vs. Kong? The one where they fight each other and they punch each other? No. Godzilla -1, dog. The good one. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I didn't think that this would really take off. You know, when they started building the MonsterVerse films, it was an interesting idea because we have history of like Godzilla bumping or King Kong bumping uglies with dinosaurs, and having them just kind of really go all in on this MonsterVerse universe is interesting. Like, is that what we're into nowadays? Like, as a society, like if it's not a superhero film, now we have to go look at the big monkey and the big dog Godzilla. Big cat Godzilla rolls up into a ball. It's kind of cute. But hey, man, I was not necessarily about the latest film. I kind of tend to like turn my brain off when I stop relating to the characters, I guess. But it's crazy for me to say, but I feel like from here on out, now that we've had Godzilla versus Kong or Godzilla X Kong, I feel like it added a layer of like all the groundwork has been laid out now. All the bullshit that we as a society had to go through to like, come on, a King Kong versus a lizard, all that BS has been absorbed by us, and I feel like we're at a place where we can really do anything, and it might even be kind of cool. I'm not too sure. It's really hard to kind of like back up this two titans, but I guess that's kind of the point too. You're not supposed to really relate to the fucking giant ass monsters destroying humanity, but or causing property damage. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we might be into a good one with this one, and that's that. Even saying that out loud makes me cringe a little bit. But you know what? I'm gonna choose to believe in ape, or return to ape, believe in the lizard. So yeah, looking forward to what ideas they have. I know spoilers for XCOM. They had Mothra pop up, so we are getting more extended universe monsters on both ends, whether that be Toho's Godzilla or whether that be America's King Kong. But hey, looking forward to seeing if they're gonna be crazy out there and see what else they have in mind to cook up. So, Hollywood gonna Hollywood. Let's let them fight. Sugiwa. But speaking of evil bastardizations, American bastardizations, Hollywoodized bastardizations, a new, definitely not bad, Street Fighter movie is set to release. Woo! Capcom and Legendary are making their third attempt at a live-action adaptation for 2026. We are certainly living through the era of remake. We're okay. Capcom and Legendary are making their third attempt at a live-action adaptation. Cool. We are certainly living through the era of remake. When future archaeologists dig through our remains, they will be fascinated by the thick layer of Resident Evil Remastered, Spider-Man movie franchises. But if there's one film that shouldn't repeatedly appear, that no one has the right to attempt to remake, it's not Godfather nor Citizen Kane. No, it's a masterpiece of the 20th century, Street Fighter. It's that masterpiece. And yet, disgracefully, that's what's happening. And now, we have a release date. This is by John Walker over at Otaku. I would like someone to explain to me how they believe they can improve upon Stephen E. Desua's 1994 epic with its cast of all-time Hollywood greats, featuring martial artist Jean-Claude Van Damme and pop sensation Kylie Minogue. This was a film so great its director knew it couldn't be topped, so never even tried to make another cinematic release for the rest of his career. Oh shit! And yet, that's what the production company Legendary, in cahoots with Capcom, told us they were planning to do last year. According to Variety, it intends to release its new Street Fighter movie on March 28th, 2026. I gotta look this way. Hi. Now, admittedly, it's my hilarious conceit here fails to take into account of 2019 somehow even worse attempt to adapt the Fight game franchise. 2009 Street Fighters: The Legend of Chun-Li, I remember that, which was absolutely intended to be the beginning of the whole series of movies. However, director Andrzej Bartkowiak, a name that looks like JGPT's attempt to reinvent the 70s Gonzo writer, also slightly fell somewhat short. Gonzo, is that animation studio? Wow, that's a deep-ass cut. Also slightly fell somewhat short of mass success, albeit still managing to impress with a meta score scientists previously thought too low to be possible. 17, exactly half of what was achieved by the 1994 version. Fascinating. I love that 20th Century Fox thought. Okay, last time someone tried to make a Street Fighter movie, it was one of the most notoriously dreadful films ever made. We definitely want to ensure we don't repeat this mistake. So let's get the director of Doom movie to make it. Still, even then, that wasn't Bartkowiak's worst film. That goes to a stunning 16% average for 2017's Maximum Impact, which I now want to watch immediately. It got Eric Roberts and Danny Trejo in it. I remember that one. In an ideal world, Legendary would convince Bartkowiak and De Souza to come back behind the camera for the third attempt to film Ken and Balrog's punching antics to see if they could go even lower. However, even a year after its first announcement, no names have been attached to upcoming Street Fighter projects at all. So it's time to get the Dreamcasting. Oh, please, 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 let it be awful. It deserves to be awful. That is a statement. Okay. Well, in the age of how Hollywood is reacting to, well, not even Hollywood, let's just say investors are reacting to the upsell of video game movies and how we're low-key done with comic book movies, so now we need to find the next big thing to cash flow it. But, you know, Capcom, right, being a interesting member in this whole escapade, because for the most part, Capcom has the will of the goodwill of the people, the trust of the people. Capcom has been back to back with its remakes. They're not half-assed. They've been having fun with creating sequels to games that we thought we'd probably never get, i.e., Dragon's Dogma, and we see them still producing and publishing fucking crazy experiments like Resident Evil in VR, and that's something that I highly respect. So if they're going, hey dog, it's time to remake the movie, then I am gonna go ahead and say yes, Capcom. Do whatever you want, Capcom. I will go watch this film, and if it's shitty, like John Walker says it is, I'll still have my popcorn. So hey, looking forward to seeing how intense. But hey, you know, we have a Mortal Kombat film that was not terrible, and it still kind of respected more of the I completely forgot about that movie. Respected more of the source material. So that's kind of something that we can use as a reference, and how Capcom can look at that and be like, you know what, we should try to make this happen. So looking forward to something interesting and hopefully honest and like a real emotional thing, not just like a cash cow or a cash out or what's it would call it, a sellout of film, but something that can maybe actually elevate the series, because actually in Street Fighter 6 we're already moving past all the original characters. So why don't we just make movies that honor the historical characters, and then we can jump into this new generation where we maybe retire Ryu and all the other guys. But who knows? We'll have to keep an eye on that one in the future. Hey, so you are live action One Piece series second season unveils more casts. Yeah, baby. Continue. This is by Alex Mateo, back over at Anime News Network. Speaking of bastardizations, Netflix announced on Thursday 4 new cast members for the second season of its Hollywood live action series, Eiichiro Oda's One Piece manga. We got Colin Kerr as a smoker that's missing 2 cigarettes. It looks like Zoro. Julia Rewald as Tagashi. It's not Robin? Okay. And Rob Collette as Wapol. Tay Gower as Dalton. Okay. Fair enough. Villains. I don't know who this is. I thought this was Robin. It's not Robin. The previously announced cast for the second season also includes David Dashman as Mr. 3, Jahara Jaslin as Miss Valentine, Camoros Johnson as Mr. 5. What the hell? What's up with these numbers? Daniel Lexaker as Mr. 9, Clive Russell as Crocus, Wayne Colster as Dory, Brendan Murray as Broggy. The live action series debuted exclusively on Netflix last August. The first season had 8 episodes and are opposed to 10 episodes originally recorded. The second season will add Joey Trax, Percy Jackson, as writer, exclusive producer, and co-showrunner. He joins first season writer, executive producer, and co-showrunner Matt Owens. Season 1 co-showrunner Steve Madeo will serve as executive producer. Deadline reports that filming will begin in June, expected with a 2025 release. That is this month. We are done with June. Today's the last day of June. Tomorrow Studios, a partnership between producer Martley Allison, Prison Break, Teen Wolf, and ITTV Studios, produced the live-action series. Becky Clement served as executive producer with Midea. It's cool. So yeah, again, we're into this age of adaptations. Live action is kind of getting there, and we can look at One Piece. You know, One Piece, looking at what they did with that show, and how yes, adaptive of the manga it was, but also kind of giving it that updated energy or vibe or emotions, I guess. Something to do with the One Piece kind of really nailed it. You know, it wasn't perfect by any means, but for the most part, as someone who doesn't necessarily have the biggest One Piece like nostalgia, but remembers those Saturday mornings where with the 4Kids rap mix, you gotta respect him, man. You gotta give credit to the hustler for like really putting in all the work and like freaking making a live action series that didn't completely suck on Netflix. Goddamn right. Speaking of Netflix and America adaptation, San Diego Comic-Con hosts voice actor Katsuji Mori, animators Jen Sato and Hideshi Omori. Guest to have panels at event on July 27th. Okay. Ronin Club Collectives revealed on Wednesday that it will host voice. Speaking of events in summer, host voice actors Katsuji Moji, Gen Sato, and Hidetoshi Omori at this year's San Diego Comic Con event. The three will have a panel at July 27th. They will also participate in signings. Mori's roles include Ken Washigo, Gachiman, Gamazabi in Mobile Mobile Suit Gundam, Nephite in Sailor Moon, nice, Nail in Dragon Ball Z, Shoot in Fist of the North Star, and Gomifuni in Speed Racer. Speed Racer! Wow! Sato was an animator for numerous anime, including Dragon Ball, Super, Sailor Moon Crystal, Naruto Shippuden, Pokemon XY, Mobile Suit SD Gundam Mark II, and Gatchaman. Gatchaman. It's a classic. Mori has served as director of Robot Carnival, I remember that, and Dando, animator, for Mobile Suit Gundam titles and animation director of Final Fantasy VII. What? Fucking legend. And others, among others. San Diego Comic-Con will take place in July 25th, 28th at San Diego Convention Center. Yes, sir, Ritos. And this is kind of a cool one because, again, we're seeing this adaptation of, not like Japanese culture, and it's fully immersified in our landscapes, man. San Diego Comic-Con is about superheroes and like comic books and American. It's an American convention, and we got Japanese comics, manga, and animes, right? Because they're voice actors showing up in a fully American convention. That is pretty damn cool. That shows me that we as a pop culture are like, nah, dog, that kid's cool. That anime kid's cool. Come over here, kid. Sit at a table. Which is fucking mind-blowing to think of because, again, like, when anime was the thing back in the day, before it became Crunchyroll, before it became, like, streaming services, that shit was nerdy as fuck. And, like, video games were nerdy as fuck, comic books were nerdy as fuck, and now we're at a place where, like, everybody's like, hey, man, you into the shit or what? God, what a world. It never ceases to like, astound me how accepting we can be when we respect the work, the effort, the freaking knowledge that's being dropped through these series. So I love it. I think it's really cool that we're accepting more of the Japanese culture. I'm very curious to see how immersive we're gonna get, man. Because, like, I imagine, like, Japan and how most of their signs, like their travel signs, their driving signs, and like train signs or whatever you can call it, are also translated in English. Like most of those Japanese signals have English language references, instructions, because they recognize, like, so many Americans are here, or so much English speakers, or I don't know, maybe they just really wanted to be the English, the Murica. And I almost can't imagine that happening here. And it's stupid because obviously we're not gonna fucking put kanji on the street signs, on boulevards. But the closer we get to, like, immersion and assimilation with these pop cultures, where borders don't really fucking matter because it's all on the internet. Wow, it's incredible. I hope it can work out. I hope, and then I imagine that in the future of that would be like some Neo San Fran Tokyo, where, like, yeah, you see English, but you also see katakana for San Fran Tokyo. So, hey, will we ever get there? Will we ever have jetpacks, flying cars, and Japanese street names? I'll have to wait and see. Here's to the future. But speaking of the future, I'm going to go ahead and shift this one up. Devs want Cyberpunk 2 to capture the worst of America. Ugh, you just got to look at the elections, bro. I see that we didn't push the envelope far enough in some places. By Kenneth Shepard. over at Kotaku. Cyberpunk 2077 takes place in Night City, a fictional metropolis in California meant to embody the endgame of America's capitalist excess. Damn, son. Corporations run everything. People have to resort to a life of crime to get a step ahead. And the only pockets of solace are found in a community because the systems will do nothing to help you. But developer CD Projekt Red feels like it didn't go far enough in dystopian near-future settings and wants to better capture the problems facing Americans with the sequel, codename Orion. Damn. The studio posted a new episode of its Answer Red podcast thanks to Rock Paper Shotgun, which hosts interviews with developers from the company's studio around the world. The latest include an interview with Powell Sasko, the associate game director and upcoming Cyberpunk game, currently being developed in the CDR's new Boston studio. Boston. Sasko talked about how he felt that while Cyberpunk 2077 was meant to portray a dystopian American future, and after traveling to the city more frequently in the years since the game had launched in 2020, he didn't feel they went hard enough on certain topics. God damn. We'll get back to that one. I see that we didn't push the envelope far enough for some places. For instance, Sasko said, like, let's say the homeless crisis. When I look at it, I'm like, we weren't far enough in 77. We thought that we were dystopian, but we just touched the surface. Damn. Is a perfect code to Cyberpunk 2. Dan Herberg, super producer on Cyberpunk's sequel, joked that 2077 had one homeless person in a tent somewhere. And the team thought that was sufficient only to be told by Americans that they need a whole city of people without homes in Night City to capture the homeless crisis in the country. Sasko says living in America has given a better perspective on how prevalent these problems are. Quote, we thought like, oh yeah, we're being edgy with all this stuff, Sasko said. And I'm like, my walks to the train every day is more edgy sometimes. While Cyberpunk's portrayal of the systemic problems like homelessness are one of things, Sasko says that working on Orion in America will help them catch less drastic discrepancies. Like 2077's manhole covers being the ones seen in Germany rather than the ones you've seen in American cities. When you go to America, there's things like hydrants, where they are placed and how they look, Sasko says. Quote, the streetlights, the positions of that, the trash bins, they're in front of the house, right by the street. In Poland, in Europe, you don't see it almost anywhere. Like, there's so much nuance. Our curbs are different. Our color is different on all our signs. Everything's just slightly different. And it doesn't break the immersion. But it's just that little thing. You're like, well, maybe this wasn't like, made by people who live here or people who fully understand all of American culture. As work on his post-launch patches and Phantom Liberty expansions have been wrapped up for the first time in a decade, no one at CD Projekt Red is working on Cyberpunk 2077. Despite a bad launch and a lot of controversy, the studio has turned the game around and it's made of $750 million. Beautiful. Wow, that is freaking crazy to think about. But they're right. They're fucking right, man. It's like, yeah, we want you to show off how fucked up the world is because of the capitalism and corporations and how extreme they've pushed everybody to fucking go to life of crime. And that is the only way to actually get any hope of a chance to fuck someone else over. But damn, dude, I think a good part of Cyberpunk, because it never really felt like it was California to me, might have been those little details. I do remember what point he's talking about when he says the one homeless guy in the tent. There's like underneath the bridge by the highway, there's like a couple of tents propped up. And that's probably the closest to what our homeless problem looks like in California, whether it be Los Angeles, whether it be, different cities, whether it be like the downtowns. It's just rough, man. It's crazy. Like, I've grown up in an area where it's like you see these things on an almost daily basis, right? But then, okay, you grow up seeing these things on a weekly basis. But then you get older and you start more of them. You start to see more of them. You start to see them more often, and you start to see these fractions spread and create their fucking towns and their little cities, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? That is the shit that keeps me up at night, because I know how fucking thin that line is to slip into that negative zone and to just say fuck it and to not give a shit. And that is dystopia. God damn. All right. Well, I'm very curious to see how far he takes. Do you have 626 on his wrist? That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, Johnny. I'm curious to see how far they'll take it. If there is a statement to be said, I would love to hear it. If he is now living in Los Angeles, he is a different person now. I will tell you that much. So, hey, let's just hope for a better tomorrow. Yes. Invest in independent businesses. Woo. But if you didn't know about Japanese people coming to America, Burnout Syndrome band goes on first U.S. tour in August, September. This is by Rafael Antonio Pineda, over by Anime News. Band travels to 10 locations from August 15th to December 3rd. The Burnout Syndrome's band announced on Thursday that will go on its first United States tour in August and September. The band will make 10 stops, including Atlanta, GA, Georgia, at Masquerade, Miami, Florida, Spirit of Japan Festival, New York, at Le Poison Rouge, Boston, Massachusetts, the Arts of the Armory, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I've been there before, the Mr. Smalls, Detroit, Michigan, the Shelter, Chicago, Illinois, at the Reggies, Dallas, Texas, at the Trees, San Antonio, Texas, at San Japan. Oh, that's awesome. We should go there. And last but not least, your boy, September 3rd, Los Angeles, California, at the Roxy. Fuck yeah, I've been there. The Burnout Syndromes performed the opening themes for 3 seasons of Haikyuu anime, and the ending themes, Hana Ichimone, for the 4th season of Gintama. The group also performed the theme songs for the 1st season of Dr. Stone and those Snow White Notes anime, the Dr. Stone Ryusei anime special, and the Misfit of Demon King Academy 2. Yes, sir. That is cool. I love music. I love music so much, and I enjoy when these Japanese bands are like, dude, we have enough to go on Japan, or we have enough to do a U.S. tour. Let's go. So yeah, man, it's cool. We'll see them really do their stuff. I like rock. I am a huge fan of rock, and seeing these people like really try to come out here and maybe not get the biggest reception, from home, but still do it for the love of music, or even exploration or adventure. I want to support that. So I hope it's not too hell of expensive, but obviously since they're coming from Japan, they're gonna have to revenue on that. So I will keep my eyes peeled, and I will be looking forward to seeing these guys at the Roxy, September 3rd. So looking forward to that. But you know who's not looking forward to anything anymore? It's your boys. Nisanji Kanzo's live anime expo concerts. This is by Rafael Antonio Pineda. Good to see you again, my friend. Nisanji Ian Summer Jam event to be streamed for free instead. Oh, nice. That's good. Anycolor Incorporation Anime Expo announced on Thursday that they will no longer hold live events for the planned Nisanji Ian Summer Jam. And welcome to the Wonder World, and quote unquote, welcome to the Wander World concerts. That is a disgusting name. And will stream the Nisanji Ian Summer Jam event for free on its YouTube channel. The announcement also noted that Nisanji Ian is working to provide a mini live concert footage of Welcome to Wander World for ticket holders. Anycolor is making refunds for both events available. Nisanji Ian Summer Jam was slated for July 6th, while Welcome to Wonder World was slated for July 7th, both at Anime Expo. They're going to do 2 of them? What the fuck? Oh, the boy group and then the girl group. Got it. Slated for July 7th, both at Anime Expo. Nisanji Ian Summer Jam would have featured 9 of the company's virtual VTuber talents, while Welcome to Wonder World would have featured the Choir Noir VTuber talent duo of Kanae and Kuzuha. Okay. The Sanchi project launched in 2018 and it's run by Anycolor Inc., formerly Ichikara Incorporated. It is one of the Japanese largest virtual VTuber projects, hosting over 100 VTuber as of May 2021. The project has expanded to 3 Asian countries, China, Indonesia, Korean, in their local and English languages. Nisanji Ian launched its first group in May 2021. That was 2 years ago. Really? Really? With a name that big, I would have assumed that they've been around longer than 2021, but it's also... Yeah, that kind of checks out. Yeah, I think that was where the big boom is. I relate the VTuber boom to like 2020s or like 19s, kind of like how I relate the Crunchyroll anime boom or the anime boom to Crunchyroll back in 2012. I think 2012 is when Sword Art Online kind of led that fucking we gotta go watch this type, and then freaking Attack on Titan came out right after. But yeah, man. I'm not gonna say I know things. I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy. But from what I understand, we just talked about how Capcom has earned the trust of the people, and I just said how I am okay with Capcom making a Street Fighter movie, depending on whatever they want to do with that, because that's just their prerogative, and that's what we're gonna look forward to in the future. And that's okay. I trust them. I want them to be cool. I want them to have fun with it. And I'm okay with dropping my... Well, I have a AMC membership, but I'm okay with dropping my $20 for the evening and reimbursing and paying for, quote-unquote, paying for their hard work and their effort, and as a supportive personnel of these individuals who are creating art and want to create more art in the future for the love of creating art, right? That's where it stems from. So when we have a company that has not been being great or doing the, let's call it the layoffs that we've been seeing in video game development, people being laid off left and right, it's pretty shitty. And then we have these people try to make money, coming in for your wallets. Yeah, sure, you'll still have people who are like fucking don't have any self-respect, I guess. Or they just really want to support somebody, or they really, really give a damn about this one specific or group of people. And you gotta wonder, man, it's like... The reason it's being canceled is because they didn't sell any tickets. They didn't sell many tickets, right? So they would be throwing away money while doing this. Anime Expo money, buddy. You got Anime Expo money, my dude? So while that is a bummer and that kind of sucks, like it hurts to see that happen to people, it really does have to be a glaring reflection of who you are, of what you've created, and how you plan on improving, And money isn't always the answer, man. Freaking looks aren't always the answer. You can't just, I don't know. I don't even want to say that because at this generation, I'm really disappointed by how easily swayed. I'll just say men, because I've seen this come from men or fucking boys, just boys, not men. A man would be able to control himself. But it's like, just think about it, man. Just take a step back. Think about yourself and understand how you got to this point, and ask yourself if what you're doing is correct. If this is not worth your time, even knowing that you're not gonna be catering to anybody, then why are you doing it? Who is it for? And what is your end goal? Because the people can see that. The people can see through the bullshit. Some of them choose not to give a shit. Some of them choose to live in a ignorant world of bliss. But I think we need these moments to really tell people what's gonna happen, and like it's not gonna be easy because it's a whole fucking group of people that are maybe in risk of losing jobs or risk of losing funding and all this shit. But again, man, if money is the only reason you're doing this, then there's a reason no one's gonna go to your concert. I would think. I would hope. Fuck, I would hope. In a capitalistic society where fucking homeless people are jacking off, I would hope we give a shit. But Cyberpunk will have to show us in the future. Hi. Let's check it out. All right. Moving on. Because things are getting dangerous out there. Whew. Nintendo is doubling down on security following latest video game leaker drama. This is by Ethan Gotch over in Kotaku. Mario Maker appeared to change up its strategy for the latest Nintendo Direct. Nintendo is working to beef up its security and IT training following recent reports of how major announcements were scrapped from YouTube's backend ahead of major directs. The acknowledgments of efforts to curb internal information from being exposed by outside actors comes as the video game industry leakers scene gets swallowed up in weird drama. During its annual shareholder meeting Thursday, Nintendo was asked about recent reports by 404 Media and others on data security issues at Google, according to remarks transcribed by the Twitter user NS Styles and translated by VGC. I should start getting news articles from them too. They're pretty dope. The reported incident includes mentions of an employee gaining access to the Yoshi's Crafted World trailer from YouTube's backend before the game was officially announced for Switch. A separate report by Insider Gaming noted that other incidents and corroborated that lots of big games leaks come from data uploaded early to YouTube's backends and accessed by contractors. According to VGC, Nintendo acknowledged the reports and said the company was using outside security firms' new security systems to their home. By the way, I'm out of time. New security systems measures and employee training to address the issues around leaks, which doesn't sound like Switch manufacturer went to specifics about how it's plugging its leaks. Fans have been speculating on what steps Nintendo is taking ever since the latest implosion of an online gaming leaker last week. Implosions. Pyro.
What the fuck? I didn't know they would include my response in the report.
Online user Pyro was one of the last remaining leakers who seemed to at least occasionally have solid source of information. But they came up surprisingly dry ahead of a big June Nintendo Directs, where the company surprise revealed a ton of first-party projects, including a brand new Mario & Luigi RPG and top-down Legend of Zelda starting for the first time, a playable princess. The news dump contradicted Pyro's vague expectation settings ahead of time and seemed to expose them as out of information. As Bloomberg reported at the time, fans quickly realized that unlike previous Nintendo Directs, many of the games so announced didn't immediately have stored pages go live on the eShop, suggesting that perhaps back-end data from those listings was part of how Pyro had been getting their information. The leaker then took the incredibly odd step of leaking their own source to Bloomberg, stating that the source was a Nintendo employee in Japan and that the back-end theory is a reasonable guess. The back-end theory is a reasonable guess. And where that person got their information from, even more surprisingly, Pyro later locked their account after stating they hadn't expected their comments to a reporter to be included in the news article. I remember that. That was Jason Schreier. He reported on that. Store pages from the games. Oh, I'm hungry. Announced last week. I'm so hungry right now. I have an Outback steak in my freaking fridge. Recently stated going live, including the one revealing the unexpected 60 premium for Donkey Kong Country HD Returns HD. It's possible that this is one step Nintendo is taking to crack down on leaks, alongside potentially shifting how it engages with those video hosting services like YouTube. We'll have a better sense of how those strategies are working when and if we don't hear about future upcoming announcements, including for likely Switch 2 launch games. In the meantime, the video game leaking scene is still in shambles. Midori, another mysterious leaker, was recently revealed to be a well-known male Persona fan, posing as a mysterious Japanese woman. Until a new hero rises up, superfans will just have to wait for the eventual press release, like everyone else. You know what, man? We don't need leakers. We don't need leaks. We don't need to fucking, be scavenging through all these fucking informations to be like, oh, I think we're getting a Kirby game. Dog, just fucking let it happen, man. If we need to know, we'll know, right? You swear, I moved too fast. You swear that, these people are going to anything when we get the announcements, right? We have companies who are putting in the effort to make these announcements, and if they're not ready to share something, then maybe they're not ready. But if you get a tidbit from someone being like, "Hey, man, so we're working on this, but don't tell too many people because we're still not sure if it's gonna happen." And you gotta take that for its word, right? You gotta be like, well, okay, so let's talk about this game, but maybe we don't confirm anything. We just speculate. Wouldn't it be cool if this game came out in XXX or whatever? But even then, like, it's just like, as long as we're not hurting people, right? As long as we're not fucking breaking into websites and breaking, what are they called? NDRs, non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, breaking contracts, then it should be okay. And if you're reporting for the love of reporting, just like, oh shit, I heard this is happening. Hey man, this is gonna happen. Like, this is gonna happen. Okay, we'll talk about it. There will be a discussion. There will be something to, care, to be interested about. But when you make that your identity and you force yourself to pull out of your ass any little bit of information just so you can stay relevant, come on, man. You don't have to break in there. You don't have to break into these people's places. Just be cool. But who's not being cool? From Software owner hit by massive ransomware attack. Fucking Elden Ring players. Butt smashing motherfuckers. It's unclear if anything was stolen from the Elden Ring maker in the breach. This is by Ethan Gatch. Thanks, Ethan. Putting in the work. From Software's parent company, Japanese conglomerate Karaoke Group, was a victim of a major data breach. It disclosed on Thursday. Dark Souls maker's owner said it's currently investigating possibility for information leakage. And until the impact of its business for the year ahead, it remains unclear. Information. All right. 9 billion. Club. Well, From Software's global reputation had ballooned following the 25 million selling hit Elden Ring, which was published by Bandai Namco. The acclaimed game studio is just one small piece of Kadokawa Group, which is heavily involved in both publishing, the video game sharing service Nico Nico, and the other media-related enterprises. Anime, bro. Anime. On Saturday, June 8th, the servers located in the Kadokawa Group's data center experienced a significant cyber attack, including ransomware, targeting Nico Nico and related services. The company wrote today, Kadokawa is currently considering solutions and workarounds quickly on a company-wide basis in order to normalize its systems and business activities. End quote. Kadokawa doesn't mention From Software anywhere in this disclosure or affected businesses, so it's possible the studio's data and systems were not compromised in the attack. Otaku Group added that it doesn't retain credit card information in systems and is currently looking to publish an update on its systems and the ransomware hack in July. This isn't the first time a From Software partner has been hacked. Bandai Namco also suffered a ransomware attack back in 2022. Several other video game companies have as well, included Capcom, CD Projekt Red, and Insomniac Games. And now infamous data breach at Rockstar Games in 2022 led to the leak of an in-development build of Grand Theft Auto 6. In the aftermath, the studio moved to limit remote work as part of an effort to increase security around its games. It's currently unknown what From Software is working on next, though. Obviously, everyone hopes it's Bloodborne 2. Shit. So Kadokawa was hacked then, but this is because Elden Ring, right? Because if it's like last time it was Bandai Namco and got smacked, and this time it's Elden Ring and they're getting smacked, but it's a different company. So that's kind of weird. Would it be a Japanese hacker, or is that irrelevant now because of the internet? Man, that's rough. And to think that they took down freaking Nico Nico is pretty impressive too. I think that's a big thing, you know? Damn. Yeah, man. It's crazy out there. Yeah, it's crazy out there. I should learn how to code more better, so we can circumvent these things. But man, it's crazy. Also, we know that like people are being really salty about Elden Ring. They're not getting the Urge Tree stuff they're not using the mimics and the items that they're being given. But I mean, man, again, why you people gotta like? Why do these people gotta react like someone's been like threatening their freaking their bloodline or some shit, man? It's not that serious, dog. Truly the worst of us. All right. But you already know. You already know. There will always be something worse. Pokemon card contest disqualification with Pokemon card contest disqualifies fan for allegedly using AI art. Fans took note of a few suspicious entries in the illustration contest among the top 300 finalists. It's by Kenneth Shepard over in Kotaku. Alright. Pokemon Company holds regular illustration contests for fans to submit their artwork to possibly be used as official art for Pokemon trading cards. More recently made available to artists in the US. However, the company's 2024 competition has a new, not so fun wrinkle of controversy, as AI generated art has weaseled its way onto the top 300 entries. Fans are not too happy that it passed through the company's vetting process undetected. Now, the company has put out a statement that it's disqualifying entries that violate its contest rules. It's disqualifying entries that violate. Okay. That's fun. It all began on June 14th, when the Pokemon Company posted the top 300 entries. Fans took notice of what appeared to be one AI using participant using multiple names to submit more pieces than the 3 submission limit. Can we talk about how these entries are clearly all from the same person breaking the 3 submissions limit and happen to be a very AI adjacent style? Let's see this. Whoa. It's a lot. Oh. Vegan K. Vegan. Come on, dude. Oh, it's an Eevee. But they changed the eye color. A-bite. What makes it AI? Because of the thingy? It has that chic to it, huh? It's all the same color palette too. Interesting. Huh. I'm gonna do that. Whew. Well, wouldn't you know it? Rachel Biggs, Spider Rachel. Rachel Beep. As word spread, fans started making ruckus online, ranking the alleged AI art over the coals, AI art over the coals, while criticizing the Pokemon Company for letting it get into the top 300, taking up spots from real artists who also entered the contest. The Eevee gaining totally new parts to its design, and Pikachu Reflection being a completely different proportion style to the main drawing are the funniest giveaways. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Haha, this one. Okay. Let's play down. The vertical axis love this, and the mess that is the stage. The mess that is the stage. Stages, waterfall, and the crowd, and lightning were installed by Picasso. And the lights were installed by Picasso. I mean, yeah, I mean, again, like, there's nothing wrong with it per se, but you're fucking shoving in this bullshit. Like, you put in the time and the effort to, like, fucking focus, to dream, to imagine, and to create this when you're bumping out other people who generally did create, right? And maybe even their art wasn't as good as yours, but dog, they fucking did that. So they're better than you. So fuck off, dog. Seriously. Hey, this is like several gen AI art submissions, likely from a single person that got through the final round. Really has to be disqualified. So why are you letting people violate the max entry rule so blatantly? If the entries are very likely AI generated. Konpei me. Konpei me. Do. No. Yep, that happened. All right. Here we go. Back. After 11 days, Pokemon Company released a statement confirming that some entries violated official contest rules and have been disqualified. The statement stops short of specifying which rules we're breaking or naming anyone that will be removed from the top 300. It says that other submitted entries will be added to top 300 finalists to replace those disqualified. As of this writing, several of the pieces fans accused of being AI still appear on the contest website. The full statement reads as follows. We are aware that select entrants from the top 300 finalists of the Pokemon TCG Illustration Contest 2024 have violated the official contest rules. As a result, entrants in violations of the rules have been disqualified from the contest. Furthermore, additional artist participants in the contest will soon be selected to be among the top 30 finalists. We're committed to upholding the integrity of Pokemon TCG Illustration Contest and encouraging fans to continue support talented Pokemon community. Community support as we celebrate their artistic abilities with talented Pokemon community. End quote. I started giving up because I started reading the bullshit through that. The use of AR has been encroaching on pretty much every creative medium as of late, from video games and trade card games. Big companies are leaning on AI-generated card as a cost-cutting measure so they don't have to pay actual artists. And now we have AI users taking spots away from actual artists and to Pokemon TCG contests. It's always a good idea when looking at art in such circumstances to be vigilant, look for clear non-human errors, and if you're unsure, try an AR detector. Yep. The part that kind of gets me the most is like not only that this like happened, that they let it pass. That's beautiful. That's that one Pokemon card that sold forever, or like for shitload, huh? That's like, not only is it the AI like did it pass or that the guy did that, but it's the fact that I know or that I feel or that I have this anxious anxiety that these fuckers are gonna take those AI arts and redraw them and use them for some kind of profit, thereby encouraging this, secondhandly encouraging fucking cutting costs by using AI. In their heart of hearts, I think they're grateful for this guy. Or I think they're grateful because it gave them something to copy, something to fucking take for free, right? He's qualified, yes. But those art images and those kind of pieces and that ambience and that vibe that were in those pieces is now theirs to use. So, will they? Maybe not. I hope not. But would I put it past them? Fuck no. Fuck no. We're so far gone, dude. We're so fucking cooked. Love you. Love you, Lexa. Right. And last but not least, let's get a little fucking American, okay? Let's get fucking democratic around here. Motherfuckers. Gamers went to town during the presidential debate. Look, things are terrible. We just have to post through it. By Kenneth Shepard. Over in Otaku. If you somehow didn't know, current U.S. President Joe Biden and ex-U.S. President Donald Trump had a president, we call him the grandpas, had a presidential debate last night. How did we get here? Well, our country's two-party system is so absolute that people looked at the two geriatrics who can barely string two sentences together and thought, of these two people who should have, one of these two people should have the most powerful seat in the country's government again. Meanwhile, the average citizen is looking for a third option that might actually fix anything in this collapsing country, is left to stare around themselves, wondering what they're supposed to do now. Well, my friends, we do what we always do when things are bad. We post through it. There are always a lot of good jokes at the expense of undeservedly powerful people when we reach the election cycle. And last night's presidential debate was no different. We got memes and got shitpost plenty. We had guffaws and chortles galore. Most of the jokes focus on specifically Biden's behavior, as the man is clearly too goddamn old for the position and was spacing out, speaking nonsense. And even Trump, who has very few coherent thoughts to his name, was able to call him on it. But we also got video game related jokes specifically. And that means we get to write about here at KotakuPeriod.com, where we cover video games and the ways they intersect with culture, art, and politics. Nice. Love you guys. So join us in laughing as a shimp sinks around us. Looks like I'm about to say the universe is singing to me. Let's see. Crazy is genius. Hey. If crazy equals genius, then I'm a fucking arsonist. I'm a rocket scientist. Hey. If crazy equals genius, you can set yourself on fire. Nice. Looks like he's about to say the universe is singing to me. What? Huh? I don't even get it. Okay. Like, it's not popping up. Diva Ultimate would go crazy on debuts. Diva Ultimate would go crazy on the debate stage. Oh, man. This game sucks. Lol. Crazy equals genius. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Oh my god. If you walk within 30 feet of Biden, you start seeing a flashing health bar and prompt to enter a quick time event that has no fail state. Lead actor from Pixar Sodas. By your logic. This motherfucker is on 1 HP. Crazy equals genius. Yeah. Yeah, he's so old, man. You can set your phone. Listening to Elden Ring DLC. I am looking till you never burn. He's looking at everything, trying to deal with me. Here right now. Look, he's on the light and just ignoring. Oh my god. Oof. I thought that was a Minecraft thing. Alright. Oh my god. Presidential debate 2024. RJ. You're both too old. That's great. Nice. Crazy. He goes genius. Hack versus hack. Awesome. That's hilarious. You can set yourself on fire. Go watch our Paper Mario streams. They're pretty good. Oh, yeah. Mike. Cool. Hi. We do voice acting for that, and we give fun voices. I think we've been doing all right. Biden has a finisher dot above his head. Wow. Moderator. Okay, President Biden. You have 1 minute to respond. Biden. Sorry, Jack. I'm out of time, Jack. Oh, fuck. Biden. Is it going to do the thing? Is it going to do the thing? Okay. What the fuck? Your son's a convicted felon. You had sex with a porn star. We are in the lobby. Oh my god, no fucking way. You had sex with a porn star. Oh my god. What the fuck? Hold on. Watching Fortnite person. Oh my god. Stupid. That's so dumb. Crash bot. Breaking to appeal to young audiences, CNN will have subway surfers in the debate footage. You know what? That might actually do something here. Oh, god damn it. That's alright. What song is this? Panic at Disco? Nice. Watching Biden constantly morph into this is killing me. Can't handle it. That's cute. Oh, Gene Parker. No, it's okay. All right. Silksong fans should tune in for this one. Tune in to CNN. Oh, so 2 more days. Tune in on Joe Biden. Silksong fans. Did you get your chip changed or what? Oh, goddamn. That's some AI shit. Planet of memes. What a guy. Interesting. Tune in for this one. Silksong fans. And last but not least. Chat, am I cooked? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are go. Chat, are we cooked? Oh my god. See, friends, we just have to laugh through the pain, knowing that our nationwide political elections are based on an undemocratic electoral college system operating a binary two-party system that allows no nuances and try not to fall into despair. Remember, the key to real change is being active in your local community instead of only caring about politics when these barely functioning old dudes are wheeled out every 4 years for the presidential election. And that is that. Yeah, man. It is a bit of a... It's not even a bit of a bummer. It's a fucking disgrace, man. I've been going through this fucking land before time, like believing in a future where people would care. You know? At first it was, oh, we just need people to care about the election. And then it became, oh shit, we need people, we need our representatives to care about us. And then it goes to, no, they're not us. They're fucking white fuckers, old ass bitches, fucking piece of shit that haven't suffered in their lives, don't understand what people are going through, are so fucking out of touch with the status quo that they'll just jack off in their fucking pulpits, not give a shit, waste our time, fucking not agree on a bill, not do anything productive for our society. And we're just there paying taxes, giving them our money, literally paying their fucking bills. I don't know, bro. I really don't. My initial reaction is getting flashbacks of the ending of Fight Club. If anyone has seen that film or read that book, the whole end goal of one of the main characters is to destroy the bank system. Fuck up all the banks. That way, we all start at zero. There is no... Well, we wouldn't start at zero because these fucking dumbasses would have property and land and all this bullshit. But still, yeah, destroy the banks, which is the backbone of capitalism, which is the reason that these dipshits even have a pulpit in the beginning. Fucking nephiliistic fucktards. Don't give a shit about the common man. Never had to fucking suffer to understand where they're gonna be. Who have been resting on their laurels since before my time. And it's fucking disgusting, dude. What can we do? Like, real talk. Like, real talk. What can we do? Like, what can we do? How can we fucking stop wasting our time? Because this is bullshit. Things aren't getting easier. Things aren't getting better. And regardless of who wins, we're either going to have a fucking psychopathic lunatic bent on getting revenge for getting his ass handed to him, fucking unable to look beyond his inflated ego, narcissistic tendencies that go beyond running a country. How the fuck are you going to put the most powerful man in a seat of narcissism and expect him to lead a country with poise, respect, integrity, when he's already fucked up his first time? How fucking stupid is it that this bitch is fucking running again? You know, you would have hoped that the Grandpa Joe fucking dipshit, would have actually done something. You know? You put your faith on a fucking old ass piece of shit because, not even because of Biden, not even because of Obama, right? People saw fucking Joe Biden with Obama and they expected the second coming of Biden, but, or second coming of Obama. Or I personally expected Obama's influence to do something to him to make him want to be a better person or to be a better fighter or to really try to improve our problems, right? But no, we're still just writing off checks to every fucktard in Congress, the judicial system, anybody in their fucking little social club. They all eat at the same cafeteria. They're not enemies. They all fucking go to the same orgies. They all fucking jack off at the same bars. It's a fucking disgrace. I don't know what to do. But hey, sorry for being so downer. I should have put something more energetic as that last story. But I guess I don't know. It is something that we're gonna have to deal with very, very soon. It's unfortunately it's just the beginning of our bullshit. No matter what happens, no matter who wins this election, they don't have a plan. This fucking Joe hasn't done shit for the people. He's not about to start doing it now. Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about anybody but himself and his golden showers. He's not gonna fucking care about the person struggling to make ends meet. He's not gonna fucking lower your taxes. Well, he might lower taxes just for the fucking businesses so they can keep on making more money and separating that wealth divide even more than it's already been. Are we cooked? We're fucking fried. We're fucking roasted. I hope it's not too late. Okay, guys. Let's wrap this one up. Sorry for going the extra mile on that one, but these things are stuff that we need better people. Not just politicians, dude. We need people to step the fuck up and stop being a fucking disappointment. We need people with integrity who know how to respect, who know how to care, who can believe in something more than just themselves. We need people who can understand others, who can communicate with passion and integrity when it comes to dealing with outside countries, other nations, other places where they don't give a shit about us, but we can give a shit about how they feel. They want to keep on fucking throwing bombs. We don't have to throw them back. But we also can't stay quiet. Where are the people? Where are the heroes of our time? Where are the representatives who give a shit, who won't bend to money, to power, to ego, to narcissism? Where are the people who are fighting for someone else? Do they even exist anymore? Or is that not the American way? I will say God bless America, but I think he's left this town a long ass time ago. So it's only left to us. Who else but one? ago. Just like I hurt you, died again and again. We are so far from you, burning up, just like a match is right to incinerate, and the lives of everyone you knew. The worst you take, oh, it's all the way up there. Every heart you break, but like a blame you'll stay. Well, I've been holding on tonight. What's the worst that I can say? Things are better if I stay. So long and good night. So long and good night. Came a time when every star fall brought to your tears again. We are the very hurt you sow. And what's the worst to take from every heart you break? And like a blame you'll stay. Well, I've been holding on tonight. What's the worst that I can say? Things are better if I stay. So long and good night. So long and good night. And if I carry on this way, things are better if I stay. So long and good night. So long and good night. Can you hear me? Are you near me? Can we pretend to leave and then we'll meet again when both our cars collide? What's the worst that I can say? Things are better if I say so long and good night. So long and good night. Well, if you carry on this way, things are better if I say so long and good night. So long and good night. Take care. Love you all. Believe in the good. Yeah. Sayonara. With all that being said, it'd be like that. I believe in the good of people. I believe that there's always a better choice. I believe that even though we've gone through so much, there's always a will to find something better. But it doesn't always have to be at the expense of someone. The price doesn't always have to be unnecessarily absurd. We don't always have to take advantage of those who care too much. Love yourself, but love those who need it. Thank you for listening. It's been your boy, Ookami Stitchy. Ookami saw Stitchy. Stitch. The Assassin Alchemist. Wishing you a better future. An awesome election. And a unified commitment. But until then, hasta la próxima. okay. I'm okay now. But you really need to listen to me, 'cause I'm telling you the truth. I mean this, I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Hey, hey. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.